We need to talk about something serious, something that feels like it keeps getting brushed under the rug, and frankly, I don't think enough fans or media are truly catching on to the pattern. Just when we thought the Canelo team was settling down after their last doping controversy, another one has surfaced. And for me, it really highlights a bigger issue that the boxing committee should be looking into much more closely. The latest news rocking the camp led by Eddy Reynoso and CaneloAlvarez is that Francisco Rodríguez, who just became the interim WBC flyweight champion, has reportedly tested positive in a post-fight drug test. This comes hot on the heels of his impressive win over the previously undefeated British boxer Galal Yafai just a few weeks ago in Birmingham. Rodríguez stunned everyone by handing Yafai his first pro loss and grabbing that interim title. But now, that celebration is completely overshadowed by this failed test. And here's where my concern really starts to grow. Rodríguez isn't an isolated incident. He's now the latest name on a list of fighters linked to the Canelo team who've been associated with banned substances. We're talking about Julio Cesar Rey Martinez, Ryan Garcia, Jaime Munguia, Oscar Valdez, and yes, even Saul Canelo Alvarez himself. The striking common thread among all 6 of these cases, their direct or indirect connection to trainer Eddy Reynoso, who is of course the central figure of the Canelo team. Amidst mounting criticism, Reynoso did put out a statement trying to clarify his relationship with Rodríguez and defend his legacy. He calmly but resolutely stated, "I don't live off noise, I live off hard work." His words were meant to reaffirm his dedication and distance himself, but when you see a pattern like this, it's hard not to wonder if there's something more. Honestly, it feels like this persistent pattern is just swept under the carpet time and time again. Fans are quick to move on, and the media, for whatever reason, doesn't always connect the dots over the years. And look, without getting into specifics or saying things out loud that aren't fully confirmed, it just feels like there are other concerning headlines bubbling up around this team lately. Stuff that makes you wonder if things are being done behind closed doors that the public isn't privy to. We've even had whispers and accusations about broader business links surrounding the team very recently that seem to just disappear from public discussion, with no real response from the figures involved. For me, that silence is deafening and adds to the feeling that some things just aren't being fully investigated. Back to Rodríguez, he's pushing back on Instagram, questioning the legitimacy of the test results, asking positive for what? What a way to discredit my work. They tested me 3 times over the last month and a half, even came to my house. Why didn't any of the previous tests come back positive? Which, fair questions, he absolutely has the right to. The WBC and the British Boxing Board of Control are investigating this case. Given the fight took place in the UK, Rodríguez will get his hearing and the option for a B sample analysis. If it's confirmed, he could face a suspension, and that interim title win might just be overturned to a no contest. But regardless of this single case's outcome, the recurring nature of these situations within such a high-profile camp casts a very dark shadow over the sport. It's time for the boxing committees to really dig deep beyond just individual cases and address this consistent pattern, because frankly, it looks like something bigger is going on here.